So hi Lucy.
Hi Ella.
So you'll be joining me. We'll be working together at the burnout retreat. I'm really excited about that. And for someone so I wouldn't necessarily think of going for life coaching if I was burnt out. But I'm really interested in how life coaching can support burnout recovery. So just from your perspective, how would it work?
So often when clients come either with burnout, or it's often shows up as kind of exhaustion or feeling of being completely overwhelmed. When we feel that, often we get stuck into a kind of fight or flight response and freeze and don't know what to do. And we go into this kind of black and white thinking, this panic thinking, and the only decisions we can make are quite binary, and we lose our ability to think creatively and resourcefully. So what coaching can do is get you back into a resourced and creative way of thinking. Really, coaching works with your thinking. So it goes beautifully with what you do, which is more physiological. So they support each other so beautifully and stand well together. So in a way, coaching is like, I always think of it as unpacking your head and getting all your thoughts out on the table, having a good look at them, resorting them, putting them back in your head in a much better order.
I love that. Yeah, fantastic. And I mean, often, and in my own experience, we don't really know how stressed we are, do we? Until
Absolutely.
something happens. And in my case, that break paralysis, or burnout. And I think that it sounds brilliant that coaching could actually help you to really kind of have that mirror. Or is that? Yeah,
That's a lovely. Yes, we talk about holding up the mirror for our clients, and I think one of the key elements of coaching that a lot of people don't know is that one of the basic beliefs of coaches is that the client holds the answers, and our job is to help them unpack and reveal those answers. And that may happen very quickly, or it might happen very, very gently and slowly. But that's our job. That is the work, to help the client find their own answers. Because if we give them the answers, we've all been told by a friend, haven't we? Oh, I know what you should do. I've been in that situation. Do this, do that. You'll feel better. And we nod because we want to please them. And then we go away and we don't do anything. And it's because it's not our answer. We haven't found it ourselves, and it may not be the right thing for us. So also with exhaustion, and particularly burnout, is we stop understanding that we need support and we need help. We're in that fight and flight mode, and it's I'm fine, I haven't got time to think, don't stop me, I'm fine as I am. And that's the very thing that we need to quieten and allow people to know that they do need support and they need resourcing. And coaching works with our thinking to help them realize that and be able to ask for resources that they might need.
Yeah, lovely. I love that. And often people say to me who they're in burnout or recovering from burnout, and we talk about the inner compass, and a lot of people, and I remember saying this just before I hit burnout, was I've lost my inner compass. I can't, you stop being able to know what decision to make. And I think that's a really key sign. So for a lot of people who are not aware that they're heading for burnout, and that's a really key indicator, is you can no longer make decisions. You no longer know where your instinct is, and everything feels like a threat, because you don't have time to tune into your instinct.
Yeah, to be fought against or reacted against.
Yeah. Lovely. So that's a really, really valuable thing to help people shift that. So if am burnt out and I'm one of your clients,
Hmm.
would you say that your exercises, it requires more energy? So a lot of people might think, oh, what do I have more to do? You know, and where's that balance between kind of having more to do, kind of more output and more input?
Yeah, that's such a beautiful question, because of course one of the things is I'm too busy. I'm far too busy to stop and think, or I'm far too busy to get coaching or nutrition support, whatever it is. So in that, they have to take time for that. Generally, coaching is energizing work. It's very empowering, and it's about regaining your autonomy and sense of self. So in that way, it should give you energy, not take it away. But having said that, with burnout, it will be, in a way, putting a spanner in the spoke of the wheels of the busyness. So it might feel very arresting to start with, but the exercises take some time to do. They don't have to take a lot of time, but they will take the time to do in the session. So sessions usually are 90 minutes long. And from that, because you should after that be thinking a bit clearer, it should feel like you have more time and more energy. That should be the product of a coaching session, really.
Yeah, lovely. And so the exercises that we do together, would I need to keep them up post retreat? And is that something that you foresee as helpful? And how would that work with, you know, exercises that I'm given to do?
Yes. So we're going to work with doing a lot of group coaching exercises on the retreat. They will, in their essence, will stand alone in each session, although they will build throughout the week, and we will work with what has gone on the day before, which will be lovely. It'd be a sort of generative process. Those you don't need to go on with, but you will always have those in your back pocket as a resource. If you think, and I will give you an exercise if you're feeling overwhelmed, so we will do that on the retreat, but you can also use it, take it away afterwards. You might want to use it fairly regularly. There'll be one to look at the different aspects of what's going on in your life at the moment, because that will feel like there's too much probably. So it's a way of getting that down on paper, separating it out, looking at what's working well, what isn't. You will always have that exercise to return to. We will also set up a few habits during the week that I hope will become part of everybody's daily life. Very, very short habits that, again, work at changing how you think. So probably if you're burnt out, your thinking habits have become not helpful to you, and they may be quite new, reacting to over busyness, or they might be very old habits, like you just mentioned, people pleasing, or perfectionism is another one, or working hard. All those things. We will set up small habits that should help you change those unhelpful behaviors. So them you might want to take on with you.
Lovely. So what I'm hearing is that the exercises actually become meaningful, kind of an access to more meaningful ways of living, which allow us to be able to make choices that mean more to us and that create more of an enriched life. So they kind of, an exercise will actually is a portal almost, you know, a portal to kind of more of a more enriched life. Lovely.
Yes, it's so true, Alice. I just what you've just said, the word choice is absolutely key, because when we are in overwhelm or burnout, we lose the ability to make choices because we're reacting all the time. So these exercises help you step back just for a moment and see that you have choice in how you respond to what's going on around you. You're not a victim of what's happening.
Yeah, fab. Lovely. And is there anything else that you'd like to say about the retreat, about the week, about what to expect? Or
Yes, I mean, we've had such fun planning it together, haven't we? And
yeah,
trying to get the balance right. So the coaching aspect of it will be a 2.5 to 3 hour morning session, which will be a group session in which we'll do some group work with some coaching exercises. And that, in a way, like you, will start with developing awareness of where we are now, and then build on deepening the understanding, and then we'll gradually look at how to take it out and with us, because that's really important. Anybody can feel restored on a week in Tuscany when everything's being done for them, but actually to take that home is absolutely key.
yeah,
We'll have those group sessions, and then everybody will receive a one-to-one coaching session in which they can focus on something specifically for them.
yeah.
And also, I will be offering a creative resource every day for self-reflective practice. So you can take it away into the beautiful gardens and or onto the hill, or sit in the villa somewhere and do it quietly on your own.
Lovely.
If you want to, that's optional. So
Yeah. So between the hill walking, the swimming pool, the hot springs, nearby town with all of the local delicious foods and markets, and the nervous system practices and the life coaching, and just the being together as a group, and coming together. And what's really beautiful about coming together, I think, with an intention in mind, is that there's such a shared experience. And I think post COVID, and everybody's so used to being online and connecting in this way, that actually I'm really looking forward to connecting in person, with you and with the group. And I know it's just going to be such a beautiful experience. And I can't wait.
Absolutely. And the group will be as much a resource as either one of us, but also the Shine team are there to look after everyone as well in different ways. So there's a really wonderful, supportive team of us, all looking after different aspects, but also all working together with this remit to help restore people and re-energize them.
Yeah, absolutely. Lovely. Thank you so much. That was really lovely, really, really useful to discuss as well, and to kind of create it verbally out loud like that.
Yeah, thank you, Ella. Lovely to talk to you.
Thank you.